Good evening. You're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. First, the headlines. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud, during his meeting with the GCC heads of apparatus responsible for financial auditing and integrity, reviews the aspects of improving and auditing bodies and enhancing communication between them. The National Center for Cybersecurity deals with around 71,000 cyber attacks last year. And Muscat Securities Market launches the Elite program, which includes over 1,000 companies from 40 countries around the world. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Qaboos sent a cable of condolences to the custodian of the two holy mosques, King Salman bin Abdulaziz Al Saud of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, on the death of His Highness Prince Faisal bin Fahad bin Mashari bin Jalawi Al Saud. And His Majesty the Sultan received a cable of thanks from His Excellency President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi of Egypt in reply to a cable of greetings sent by His Majesty on the occasion of his country's National Day. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud Al Saeed, Deputy Prime Minister for the Council of Ministers, received Their Excellencies, the heads of apparatus responsible for financial auditing and integrity in the Gulf Cooperation Council countries participating in the 5th meeting hosted by the Sultanate. After welcoming the guests, His Highness reviewed the achievements of the Gulf Cooperation Council March and the aspirations of the leaders and the people. He also stressed that the Sultanate, under the leadership of His Majesty the Sultan, supports significant role of the Gulf apparatus and authorities that are in line with the joint mechanisms so as to keep up with the requirements of the modern era in a way that will reflect positively on the countries in the region. During the meeting, the main aspects related to supporting and developing the auditing apparatus and enhancing their efficiency and performance, as well as encouraging researchers and studies in addition to contact among Gulf apparatuses, were also discussed. Their Excellencies expressed their gratitude towards the Sultanate for hosting this meeting and its continuous support for the successful march of the Gulf Cooperation Council. They also expressed their thanks and appreciation for His Majesty Sultan Qaboos. His Highness Sayyid Fahad also pointed out the development witnessed by the state's financial and administrative audit institution, as well as the government's keenness towards the body for its contribution in serving the sustainable development in the country. Their Excellencies, the heads of agencies responsible for enhancing integrity and combating corruption in the GCC, forwarded a cable of thanks and gratitude to His Majesty Sultan Qaboos on the end of their 5th meeting at the Advisory Board of the Supreme Council headquarters in Muscat. The meeting discussed the guidelines, law for protecting public fund, the GCC agreement to enhance integrity and anti-corruption, and preparation for guidance procedural manuals. It also reviewed the provisions of preparing a context about transparency and protecting integrity to the least in the annual report, which will be issued by the General Secretariat on Human Rights in the GCC countries. The meeting was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Nasser bin Hilal Al Ma'wali, Chairman of the State's Financial and Administrative Auditing. The Information Technology Authority organized the 5th edition of National Cybersecurity Drill in Muscat under the theme Malware and Dark Web. More details in the following report by Saleh bin Khalfan Al Rahbi.
More than 430,000 cyber attack attempts happened within the Omani cyberspace, and more than 71,000 cyber attacks occurred against websites in Oman. This was announced during the National Cybersecurity Drill organized by the Information Technology Authority today.
The main objective of this cyber drill is to enhance the communication between the different entities in the country and to explore the latest vulnerabilities and attacks that are targeting government sectors and private sector, especially with the increase of cyber attacks across the world.
The drill aims to evaluate the readiness of the cybersecurity response teams of the participating organizations and develop national capabilities and skills in this area. The exercise is a practical simulation of real-world cybersecurity incidents by using simulated scenarios based on the most common security threats and attacks nationally and worldwide.
The National Cyber Drill event is very important for all security professionals. The main idea is we discuss about the new vulnerability, how this cyber criminal can compromise the IT infrastructure, can manage to get into the system and steal the confidential data. So in this event, we discuss all the possible scenarios, we discuss the process and the standard and how we can respond in terms of the cyber attack.
It gives a new update, a new knowledge for the cyber security specialists, mainly as the cybersecurity threats are increasing day after day. And it's important also to increase the awareness on how they can cooperate and they can coordinate between the Oman CERT, the National Oman CERT, and the private and governmental sector.
Over a period of 3 days, several topics will be discussed at the drill, such as cryptocurrency, mining malware, phishing attacks, interactive protection simulation, and dark web. For the Sultanate of Oman Television, Saleh bin Khalfan al-Rahbi, Muscat.
Muscat Securities Market hosted the Elite program, which organized by London Stock Exchange. The Sultan considered as one of the countries which launched this program at regional level. The program aimed to uplift competitiveness, efficiency for owners of Omani institutions and companies to put them on world map with more than 1,000 companies from 40 different countries. The program covered around 36 sectors, mainly industry and technology sector, services, health, education, finance and telecommunications. The first phase of the program targeted qualifying and training of high leadership at companies and institutions for discovering the investment opportunities, while the second phase aimed to qualify and train executive tools in order to prepare qualified cadres and ready for the leadership. The third phase is represented in entering the Elites Club. Still to come in our news bulletin. According to World Economic Forum, the Sultanate comes third Arab-wise in the global travel and tourism competitiveness. Welcome back to the news from the Sultanate of Oman Television. A delegation from the National Defense College of Bangladesh paid a visit to the National Defense College. The delegation was briefed on the National Defense College and its academic facilities. The delegation was also briefed on its division's educational curricula and e-network system that the college has. The Sultanate came third Arab-wise in the Index of Global Travel and Tourism Competitiveness 2019, which was issued by the World Economic Forum every 2 years. Around 140 countries competed in this report, which measures the competitiveness on 90 industries, including infrastructure, culture and environmental resources and political circumstances. The Sultanate, which its authentic architecture, deep-rooted cultural civilization, diverse natural scenes and landscapes, ancient markets, long and pristine beaches, mesmerizing sand dunes, geographic location, and moderate temperatures throughout the year became one of the stunning touristic destinations in the world. According to the report issued by the World Economic Forum, the Sultanate advanced 8 positions in 2019 thanks to these elements. The political stability and security that the Sultanate enjoys made its best choice for tourists to visit. The comprehensiveness development being witnessed by the Sultanate in various spheres made it focus for international organizations that are concerned with tourism. Food security is considered one of the main sectors in diversifying income means. In this regard, the number of graduates through the competitiveness program by the Muscat College company dairy products reached around 122. The graduation came after 3 months training program including technical and administrative fields. The ceremony was presided over by His Excellency Dr. Hamad bin Saeed Al Aufi, Minister of Agriculture and Fisheries Wealth. The local production of red meat at the end of 2018 is increased to reach 46,000 tons compared to 45,000 tons in 2017. The National Statistics and Information Center clarified that the dairy production reached 99,000 tons compared to 97 tons in 2017. Poultry meat production also reached 129,000 tons compared to 111,000 tons in the end of 2017, where the local production of eggs reached 427 million eggs compared to 397 million eggs in 2017. Now for the general weather focused around the Sultanate. Clear skies will prevail over most of the governorates with chances of low clouds and fog late at night and early morning over the coast of the Arabian Sea. Cloudy skies with chances of intermittent drizzles are expected over the governorate of Dhofar. Winds will be southeasterly light to moderate. Seas will be slight to moderate with a maximum wave height of 1.5 meters. This is the Sultanate of Oman television. Before we end tonight's bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Highness Sayyid Fahad bin Mahmoud, during his meeting with the GCC heads of apparatus responsible for financial auditing and integrity, reviews the aspects of improving the auditing bodies and enhancing communication between them. The National Center for Cybersecurity deals with around 71,000 cyber attacks last year. And Muscat Securities Market launches the Elite program, which includes over 1,000 companies from 40 countries around the world. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night.